At insuremyride.com.au, we know what it's like on the bike. So our bike insurance is only for bike riders. Whatever you ride, road, off-road and even scooter. Don't get ripped off. Insure your ride online and save 25%.
G'day, I'm Guy Allen, welcome to Motorcycle TV. This bike over my shoulder here that's being photographed at the moment, that's a Victory Jackpot. Now Jackpot is based on Victory's standard 1731cc engine. That's an overhead cam, 4 valves per cylinder, air-cooled, fuel-injected. Very low maintenance engine, V-twin of course, but it's got hydraulic valve lash adjustment and automatic cam chain adjustment. So there's not a hell of a lot to do on this bike other than fluids and oils and the usual things. It's actually a pretty linear power delivery. These Victory engines are well sorted, the injection's good. There's certainly more than enough power for that chassis to cope with. What's different about this bike is the stretched out custom look, of course, and you can hardly miss it. It's probably not for the shy and retiring rider. After all, if you want to meet new friends, well, this is probably as good a bike as any to do it on. The bright orange colour scheme, of course, but they've gone a fair bit further. They've gone and colour-coded the frame to the rest of the bike, as they have the foot controls, a lot of other details. There's a huge amount of chrome on board, of course, and those wheels, well, they're probably the most distinctive feature. Narrow, skinny little 21-inch front wheel, very unusual size, quite a tall tyre, and up back you've got that huge 250mm wide rear tyre. Now that means there's probably no Grand Prix steerer, and you wouldn't expect it to be. In the handling stakes, what you get is you get reasonable suspension, not a huge amount of travel, I have to say, particularly on the rear, but it handles okay. It needs a little bit of English put into the handlebars, a touch of counter steering to get it turning into a corner, so it likes that little bit of persuasion. But other than that, it's not too bad. Braking is adequate rather than spectacular. I mean, you've got to recognise that a motorcycle like this makes a number of sacrifices in the interests of style. If you want something faster or that handles a little better, Victory will happily sell it to you. As an overall package, it's a custom bike that's surprisingly easy to live with. Relatively low maintenance, does more or less what you tell it to, reasonable sized fuel tank on it, 17 litres, so you've got a decent range, given that it does about mid-teens per litre. The single instrument includes a big range of warning lights, including low fuel, plus of course you've got a gear position indicator, which can be quite handy on this bike. There's no tacho unfortunately, but it's hardly the end of the world. This is a 300 kilo motorcycle, so it's not exactly going to blow away, so don't expect sharp steering, but we had it out on a country road the other day. Victory's been celebrating its 15th anniversary, so there was a big ride on, 70 odd people came along for it. Fun day, and this bike suits that sort of riding very well. As an overall package, costs you about $25,000 on the road. Now when you look at the level of finish and the detail and the extras that have gone into this bike, seems like a pretty good sort of package to me. Certainly if you're in the market for a custom style motorcycle that's already had a lot of the work done, be well worth a look. Have a look at Motorcycle Trader for the full story on this motorcycle.